This is Nancy. She's my bonus daughter. She sent me a text for some advice on how to make short ribs. Nancy, this one's for you. You're going to need the following: some good old short ribs, carrots, onion, fresh thyme and celery, beef broth, Worcestershire, beef paste, tomato paste, salt and pepper. Those are your basics, and I'll talk to you about the rest later. Minced garlic, a red pepper, and some cornstarch. Wash and cut all of your veggies, and don't worry too much about the size. It's gonna just break down as it cooks anyway. This onion is big, so I'm only going to use about half of it. Most people don't use a red pepper in this recipe, but I love them, so I added in just about everything. Set all your chopped ingredients aside. Salt and pepper your short ribs on all sides. To your skillet or fry pan, add a little olive oil and turn the heat on medium-high. Once your oil is hot, you'll begin to add the short ribs one by one, but don't crowd the pan. Just add a few at a time. You hear that sizzle? That's what you want to hear. You're going to brown your short ribs on all sides. In the meantime, turn your oven on to preheat at 400. You see that color? That's the caramelization we're looking for. Once they have been browned on all sides, remove them from the pan. Add in the next batch until you finish all of the short ribs. When all of the short ribs have been browned, remove your pan from the heat and remove all of the oil except for about 2 tablespoons. It's important to remove the pan from the heat for a few seconds, just so that the pan can cool down and you don't burn up the next ingredients. While we're waiting for the pan to cool off, let's talk about the next cooking vessel we're going to use. You could either use a crock pot or a baking pan, or you could even complete the short ribs on top of the stove. Today I'm using a foil pan because I was too lazy to pull out the casserole dish. Once the pan has stopped smoking, return it to the heat. Add in all of the veggies. Saute on medium-high heat. Give your veggies a little salt and pepper as well. Salt and pepper and garlic are the basic ingredients, but I go a step further with these. Italian seasoning, and a little of this roasted garlic and herb by McCormick. Then stir in some roasted garlic paste. Then stir in a heaping tablespoon of tomato paste, 2 if you like it tomatoey. Then a tablespoon of the beef bouillon paste. Once that's all incorporated, add in your fresh thyme and your bay leaf. Sidebar: if you don't mind red wine, you would add it in here as well. Then add in about 2 to 4 cups of your beef stock, depending on how many short ribs you're cooking. Add in a few shakes of Worcestershire sauce. Then add your short ribs into whatever pan or vessel you're going to be cooking it in. Then skim out all of your veggies and add them on top of the short ribs. Ladle the broth into the pan over the short ribs, just covering it. Seal the pan with plastic wrap, then cover tightly with foil. Place it in the oven for about 3 hours until it's fork tender. If you're simmering it in a pot on the stove, leave it for about an hour and a half and then check on it to make sure that the juices have not boiled out. If you need to, you can always add a little more broth. Now, if you're putting it in a slow cooker, put it on low, let it go overnight, and you'll have the most tender ribs you have ever had. Here's what it will look like when it's ready. To make the taste even richer, we're going to make a gravy by taking the juices from the short ribs, adding it to a pot on the stove to simmer. Then we're going to take a tablespoon of cornstarch and swirl it around in some water. Then we're going to add it to our gravy. This is what we call a slurry. It will thicken as it gets hot. Remove it from the heat and pour on top of your short ribs. And here it is, y'all, served on top of some creamy mashed garlic potatoes. This is one of my all-time favorite dishes. Thanks, Nancy, for asking me how to make it. It gave me a good reason to eat it. Now, if you've got something that you'd like to see me make or a recipe that you would like to try, give me a holler. Send me a text, phone call, message, and I'll be sure to get it done. Hope to see you in the kitchen. Make something yum, y'all.